Perhaps the most critical element to Canadian hockey history being rewritten, buy-in. As we welcome in Sportsnet hockey insider Chris Johnston. Patrice Bergeron afterwards telling us it's amazing seeing all these talented players back-checking because that's what they were supposed to do. They bought into what Mike Babcock was selling.
This was a team that knew exactly what it needed to do to win a gold medal, Arash, and that's very important. You know, they didn't just come here and throw a bunch of good players on the ice and hope it worked out. This was a plan that really was started being formulated 4 years ago in Vancouver when Mike Babcock, Steve Yzerman, 11 of these guys, including the leaders of this team, all won a gold medal there. They saw how hard it was, they saw how good the other countries were, and they knew this time playing on the larger international ice surface that would be something they would have to adapt to. That's why they turned to defense. That's why they said, don't worry about scoring goals as much as keeping them out of your net, and man, did it ever work.
4 years in the making to make Canadian hockey history. Sidney Crosby, Jonathan Toews, the two best players on the Canadian roster. They choose the gold medal game to finally get on the score sheet. But we saw in this gold medal game just how critical they would be.
We did, and really I think these guys led the way, not just because they had letters on the front of their sweaters, but by the fact that they hadn't scored in the first 5 games of this tournament. And Sidney Crosby in particular had drawn some heat for that, which at the time we said was inexplainable. It still remains that way.
Yeah.
And then, of course, they're the ones who show up, score the first 2 goals here. Remember, they both scored in the gold medal game in Vancouver as well. And I think to have back-to-back goals and back-to-back gold medal games says all you need to know about these guys. They were committed in their own end, and it paid off in the offensive zone in this game when it mattered most.
And who would have thought that the last team to score a goal on Canada, not the Swedes, not the Americans, but Latvia. Yeah, it was that kind of tournament. It was that kind of tournament to rewrite Canadian hockey history, as we said off the hop. Where does this 2014 group rank among the best?
This is the best, in my view, and that's not to discredit any other team that's gone out and played well and won big moments. I mean, 1972, the Summit Series will be more historic, of course,
sure,
but this was the absolute best we've ever seen a Team Canada come together, play, dominate, 3 goals against in 6 games. I mean, come on. It's crazy. And, the key guys on this team are in their mid-20s. They're going to get another run at this in 2018, assuming the NHL comes to its senses and lets the players go there. And I think that this is special. We are witnessing the golden generation of Canadian hockey right now. And I know everyone at home was fretting during this event. But, man, when you step back and look at the big picture here, this was something special. And this was truly dominant. And it would be a shame if we didn't get to see it 4 more years from now to see if they can repeat it, because I think these guys really know how to win.
If the NHLers are back, this much we do know. Steve Yzerman told Chris Johnston earlier tonight that he will not be back for the next Olympic tournament as the executive director.